NBA Power Rankings. See how your favorite team is doing. The last few weeks have been nothing short of exciting in the NBA. With less than a month to the playoffs, several NBA teams are going into preservation mode to save their best players. We're constantly seeing star players on the bench, with a bunch of others only playing for a limited time on the court. As expected, this has led us to see some unforgivable lineups and league upsets. Also, teams that aren't in the playoffs are preparing for the lottery, while the ones at the bottom of the league are also preserving their best players with the belief that they would hopefully secure a perfect prospect in the next NBA draft. The NBA Power Ranking has changed distinctively in the past few weeks. We've seen the likes of the 76ers win 4 games back-to-back, while the Jazz lost 2 of their last 4 games, with one of the games being a 12-point loss to the Los Angeles Lakers, who are still without LeBron James and Anthony Davis. The New York Knicks have maintained their smooth ride, winning their last 8 games. The Washington Wizards have also enjoyed a stellar performance from Russell Westbrook, leading them to 4 straight wins. There are just 4 weeks remaining in the regular season of 2020-2021. Let's see what several analysts think of the 30 NBA teams at the moment, and which teams are closer to winning the NBA title. Where do you think your favorite team ranks? Let's find out. Welcome to Courtside, your one-stop channel for every buzzing NBA news, rumors, and game analysis. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video with your friends. Number 30, Oklahoma City Thunder. Is the Thunder currently the worst NBA team at the moment? The team's losing streak is extended to 11 games, which includes their close loss to the Raptors. They scored 47 second-half points in this game, but it really wasn't enough. Right since the season started, the defense of the Thunder has been nothing short of horrible. However, there's been a few good eggs among the players, which includes Lou Dort, who had a fine game against the Jazz. He recorded a career high of 42 points, but went on to miss the next game due to a left shoulder soreness. Aleksej Pokusevski is doing very well, but this team of young players is not going to dominate the NBA right now. 29, Houston Rockets. The Rockets lost their game against the Jazz after managing to record a victory against the Orlando Magic on Sunday. In 6 games, John Wall was the top scorer for the team, recording an average of 20.7 points per game. Despite his improving gameplay, it is just not enough to put the Rockets in a good place. Also, they'll be going up against the Clippers, the Nuggets, and the Heat in the next few days, and this might just be the start of another losing streak. Number 28, the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's been a nightmarish season for the Cavs, especially on the offensive front. At the moment, the team has the second worst offensive rating in the whole of the NBA. In addition to this, the team has the fewest average points in the league. Perhaps if the Cavs finally find more ways to score, they will improve in coming games. They currently have Sexton and Darius Garland, but they will need to do more to become a potential threat. Number 27, the Minnesota Timberwolves. After the unfortunate death of his mother, Karl Anthony Towns decided to take a little time off, and as soon as he did, the offense of the team crumbled. As soon as he came back, he was able to record 24 points in a single night and also managed to make the team look organized once again. Currently, he is the best player in the team, and we would have to wait a few more years before we can fully commit to Anthony Edwards. Number 26, Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic pulled a fine game against the Chicago Bulls. This not only ended their losing streak, but also was a nice victory against their former star, Nikola Vucevic. Cole Anthony has also been incredible in his last 8 games as a distributor for the team, and his presence might just prevent the Magic from dropping in the rankings. 25, Sacramento Kings. The Kings have suffered 9 unfortunate losses, and their game against the Mavericks on Sunday finally gave them a win. The team has not shown a considerable level of improvement, and it will take some time before Terrence Davis takes the team under his wings. Number 24, the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons have not been winning games, but it seems like the team has considerably improved in the last few games. Jeremy Grant is tired, but he's still effectively creating shots. Sadiq Bey can also be trusted. Isaiah Stewart has been impressive of late, and Killian Hayes could be the playmaker the team needs. Number 23, New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans lost 4 games in a row, but in the most disgraceful manner. The team has constantly suffered from late-game execution failures, which will naturally keep pushing the team lower on rankings. Lonzo Ball is doing okay, but the team might need to be reworked around Zion Williamson for full effect. Number 22, Chicago Bulls. The Bulls appear to be in trouble as Zach LaVine has missed games due to the league's health and safety protocols. This comes at a time when the Bulls are struggling to grab a play-in spot in the East. The team is also missing a couple of other players, but the presence of Malachi Flynn as a playmaker might just be their saving grace. Number 21, Toronto Raptors. The Raptors won both games against the Magic and Thunder without Kyle Lowry, OG Anunoby, and Pascal Siakam. They also won their game against the Spurs but lost to the Hawks. The team suffered an NBA fine, but still bounced back to enjoy stellar play from Paul Watson and Yuta Watanabe. Number 20, the Washington Wizards. The Wizards can still sneak into the play-in tournament as they are currently tied up with the Bulls and Raptors for the final spot. They won 6 of 7 games, and their performance against the Jazz shows how dangerous the team can be. In 7 games, the team averaged 119 points and have also seen crazy performances from Russell Westbrook. Bradley Beal is also back. We expect to see some major improvements in coming games. Number 19, the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers have a terrible defense, especially in the absence of Miles Turner, and their defense currently sits in the league's bottom 10. Perhaps things will change for the Pacers when Turner returns, but time is not on their side. Number 18, the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets are in luck as LaMelo Ball is expected to return in the next few weeks as recent reports have revealed that the player has started training individually. However, the Hornets will still be without key players like Malik Monk and Gordon Hayward. But on the good side, Terry Rozier has been impressive, and Miles Bridges' rim-rocking dunk cannot be overlooked. Number 17, the San Antonio Spurs. The Spurs are without Patty Mills, DeMar DeRozan, and Jacob Poeltl, but the crazy form of Drew Eubanks makes it almost impossible to notice. Devin Vassell also recorded a recent career high of 18 points. Interestingly, the Spurs are still in play in position, and they surely hope to keep it this way. Number 16, the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors have had a great season, especially with the presence of Steph Curry, who recorded 11 games with 30-plus points, which is the longest streak for a player aged 33 and above. The team also has Andrew Wiggins, who has been nothing short of extraordinary. Number 15, Portland Trail Blazers. The Blazers won over the Celtics and the Spurs with just 1 point, but lost their game against the Hornets. Damian Lillard also missed 2 games and left the work to Carmelo Anthony. The reins of control were also given to McCollum and Powell, who struggled in the loss against the Hornets. Number 14, Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler said his own team was weak after their devastating loss to the Timberwolves. Even though the Heat has suffered from major injuries, they simply cannot make use of this excuse anymore. The team has been inconsistent all season, and this explains why Butler was angry at his team. Number 13, Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are one of the NBA teams enjoying a great season. They've won twice against the Bulls and also won against the Bucks on Sunday. Players like Dillon Brooks and Grayson Allen are doing quite well, and the Grizzlies will surely go up in this ranking very soon. Number 12, Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks ended their last NBA week with a spineless loss to the Sacramento Kings, who had not won any game in their last 9 outings. The Mavs are expected to have a smooth ride given their remaining schedule, but if they would be losing to teams like Sacramento at home, then they might be going down this ranking sooner than expected. Number 11, New York Knicks. The Knicks have won their last 8 games, recording an impressive win against the Hawks. In the game, Randall recorded 40 points in a 137-127 victory on Wednesday night. The Knicks have surely come a long way considering the fact that many had low expectations of the team before the league started. Number 10, Atlanta Hawks. Despite the loss to the Knicks, things are sort of promising for the Hawks. They've won 8 out of 10 games, and John Collins is back in action. Trae Young and Bogdan Bogdanovic have been putting the team on an incredible ride, and Clint Capella's defense has kept the team afloat. Number 9, Boston Celtics. Jason Tatum is back for the Celts and has averaged 32.7 points since he returned. Jabari Parker is currently on a limited bench role, but once he gets out of the health and safety protocols, his pair with Evan Fournier is expected to improve the quality of the Celtics team. Number 8, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers have survived without Anthony Davis and LeBron James as they have remained the number 5 seed in the West thanks to their top 10 defense. Even though LeBron is still a few weeks from returning to action, Dennis Schroeder and Kyle Kuzma have shown that they are capable of keeping the offensive afloat until his return. Fortunately for the Lakers, Anthony Davis is on his way to returning to the team's rotation. Number 7, Brooklyn Nets. The Nets have a huge problem. The playoffs are coming, but the team is suffering major injuries and general team fatigue. James Harden is expected to return when the playoffs start, and we expect that his return will bring back the chemistry that the team has lost. Number 6, the Milwaukee Bucks. The biggest problem with the Bucks is their lack of consistency. For instance, they lost to the Grizzlies, a team that kept taking shots at the rim. The team also lost to the Suns, who are no doubt in their best form. However, if the Bucks want to get the top seed in all of the East, then they must win their upcoming game against the 76ers. The team currently sits as 3rd on the Eastern Conference table. Number 5, Denver Nuggets. This team has Nikola Jokic, and that's the biggest flex any team could ask for. He just won the MVP and scored 47 points against the Memphis Grizzlies. Denver has won their last 3 games without Jamal Murray, and this shows that Denver's roster is not just about 2 men, but about the whole team. Denver seemed to have achieved being the 4th seed in the West, and this means they might be going up against the Lakers right in the first round. Number 4, the Phoenix Suns. The Suns are now the 2 seed in the West, dominating games with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and Michael Bridges. To retain this seed, the team has to overcome all other top teams in the West tier, and the win against the Bucks was a great way to start that. Number 3, the Utah Jazz. The Utah Jazz is lucky with injuries, but this luck seemed to end when Donovan Mitchell suffered an ankle injury against the Pacers. Fortunately for the team, he's expected to be back before the playoffs. We should also note that Jordan Clarkson has been out for a while, and the Jazz team will need all their players healthy before the playoffs. So it shouldn't come as a surprise if the team rests its best players in coming games. Number 2, the Los Angeles Clippers. The team is now without Kawhi Leonard due to a sore right foot, and Serge Ibaka has also been out since mid-March. But despite these injuries, the Clippers have won most of their games, losing just 1 in 8 games to the 76ers. Number 1, the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers are currently the number 1 seed in the East, and their win over the Clippers put them in a strong position as contenders. Joel Embiid is also in top form as he has entered the MVP conversation once again with an average of 34.5 points per game and a 4-game winning streak. And there you have it. Do you think surprises will emanate in the last month of the NBA league? Tell us what you think in the comments section. Also, don't forget to share this video and also hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. We are Courtside.